white paper on this and get it circulated among agencies and get them to endorse what you're proposing?
Well, you know, I slipped one to Paul Mann. It was kind of flaming. I put one together about a month ago. You know, I think I was looking for collaborators on that, and I would definitely reframe it in tone. But it was, well, maybe it's appropriate. So, you know, that might be a good place. I have business cards with me, and if people want to email me, we could start with the language that I already kicked out. I mean, it's just like, I have categorically said that they put, you know, the fishermen into like an emergency situation for no reason, that the problems that the agencies were causing us were being well distributed in terms of like impacts on the rest of the community. And so I think the letter was cogent. It was just that my board at the time was saying, Pat, you want to pick a fight with these guys 60 days before we need permits to dredge. Well, now we have our permits to dredge. So this isn't going to go away, and it's going to take some work. And I think, Rex, I think, you know, we can ally with this on the county, and I know that we can get, you know, Mike Wilson has experienced this firsthand, and I'm sure that the other supervisors will be open to our arguments, and then we start to kind of build the coalition that we need. But we can't have one or two people on the outside going, they're lying. They're actually destroying the environment. The brant are all gonna die. It's like, so I wanna hear from the folks in the local environmental community that we meet in a coffee shop, and I want them to attest to what science and good policy is, and I wanna hear them express trust in the management of the bay by local interests.
Pat, just so you know, the county's been down, been down, I don't think you've gone with us before, but we've been down to the Army Corps of Engineers twice begging for dredging over the last 7 years.
No, but that's the entrance.
I fully understand, I'm just saying, and everything else, but you know, we don't get, you know, since you guys are a separate JPA and everything else, you know, that somebody has to reach out and want and do. And as this goes along, and we're willing to do all this, but what has happened over time, and everybody can tell you here, because I'm 65 years old and been here for that many years, this eat this elephant one bite at a time. They've been eating away at our values and our needs a little bite at a time, and all of a sudden we have this bureaucracy that's too hard to stop. And now all of a sudden the people that thought all these things were great ideas are going, oh, damn, it's affecting me now. And the problem is, it's got too big. And as your eye said and everything else, this isn't coming from the top. This is coming from staffers that come out of school that say that they can interpret it any way they want. And the problem is, staffers are in 8 offices, so we can take it to one office and fight like hell, and we got 7 more offices.
Well, and the problem too, Rex, is like, when, in 1985, I can still remember when John Hayes was about this tall, and then he turned red as a lobster when he got mad, and he didn't take any guff, and he didn't let his employees at the end of the line start to promulgate regulations or actions without some check, balance, and some avenue for redress to people that thought that things were out of line. And we don't see that. And so that's kind of a problem, because
that's an agency back then when he was running, back then, it has now 400% more employees than it had back then. If all these agencies have grown, the oil spill response started out with 31 employees, 62, and I think they're at 380 now.
Well, let's wrap up if you want to stay.
no, but so I want to, let's work on this together, Rex. Let's work on this together. Anybody else in the room that's interested. And we have to make sure the local coastal plan has these nuances in it that are in our favor, because that's the new Bible. And so it's currently under revision. And I'm gonna basically make sure Harbor District staff calls that to, you know, gets into focus on that and make sure these issues are dealt with.
Question. Do you think there's anything wrong with the act itself, or is it the administration of it that's problematic?
I think the administration of the California Endangered Species Act is the problem. And so,
Okay,
thank you very much for the opportunity. Thanks, everybody.
don't leave yet. Say it loud. Don't leave yet.
Can you hear me? Just a second. Before you leave, I want to vote for the, please, no conversation. Please. Come on. I want to get out of here. Hey, I want you to know that the Port of Humboldt Bay is the only port in California that's under the jurisdiction of the Coastal Commission. The Harbor Working Group has a strategy to change that. Would you like for the next meeting to have that conversation? Okay, we will. And I'm so glad to hear
Let them know that in the coastal act, Humboldt County is named and is supposed to have a master harbor plan.
we will outline all that. Next Thursday, or next Wednesday, that's what the topic will be. So please get the word out and show up. Thank you so much for the conversation today, Tom.
Area, or
Thanks, Rick.
area.